All right, so now we're going to talk about our last attitude and assumption of science, philosophical doubt. Is it an attitude? Is it an assumption? I'd have to look it up. I don't have that memorized, and it's not just apparent to me. I know these are all the things that you need to make some good science, and that's what I'm concerned about is making good science, not about memorizing the names of some stuff. So, what do we got so far? We want to use simple answers. We want to come up with the simplest answer that it can count for all the data that we have. We want to replicate that information so that way we don't just see it once, but we get the same result over and over again. So we can reliably say this is what happens. We determine that information through the experiments that we run, through experimentation. That allows us to replicate our results, and that's actually how we get results. The results that we're getting are objective measurements that we get through empiricism. Empirical data allows us to determine what's going on in the world so we can discover laws, theories, and the more we know, the more science we have if we do it this way. And science is the systematic way of coming up or determining what's going on in the world. So, philosophical doubt. What's that? That's our last one. Then we can wrap this up. So, philosophical doubt, you just don't take anyone's word for it. Like, I don't believe you. I don't trust you. I hope you philosophical doubt this video. Hope if you have some philosophical doubt, email me at behavioralcomedy.com and say, hey, I really don't like what you said about parsimony. I think this is more parsimonious, and here's some good advice. Maybe make another video, see what's going on. But doubt it. If you ever read about an experimentation and you're just like, that doesn't sound true. I don't believe that would happen. From what I've learned about the way the world works, what I've kind of determined myself without doing science but having some anecdotal evidence is that other things should happen. So do an experiment. Come up with your own data. Replicate that information. Or try to replicate their information. If they have good information, they were just like, whoa, this is how the world works. And you're just like, I doubt it. Replicate it. If you try to replicate it and you can't, oh, maybe that isn't something that we should determine about the world. Try to replicate it and you get the same information. Now you're just like, whoa, I was wrong. Now maybe that other stuff that I learned that I thought was right, now maybe that needs to be replicated. And so, I mentioned earlier during the replication segment that we replicate within single subject designs over and over and over again. We don't really replicate those designs. We might expand on it a little bit, do this here or there, but no one really, I wish there was like a team of people who just sat there, had philosophical doubt, and when an article comes out, they read it and go, nah, that didn't happen. There's like, what? It's like, did you read that article? There's no way that happened. And then they go replicate it. And they either say, whoa, that was actually really good science, or we're going to say, that wasn't science, was it doing in our journal? That'd be awesome. I wish we had some people with philosophical doubt. So, that's it for the attitudes and assumptions of science. I'm going to try to break these videos up. I, did it all together, but trying to be so long. Again, if you got questions, comments, if you have any philosophical doubt about what you heard today, please email me, behavioralcomedy.com. Anything else you would like to hear about, any articles you want reviewed, anything like that. Really just want to start a conversation about behaviorism, getting some good behavioral sciences out there, talking technical, and if it helps people study for the exam, awesome. If it helps people understand ABA, EAB, experimental sciences, awesome. This is not meant to be a continuing education event. This is not intended to be in lieu of school, of studying, of reading, of anything like that. This is supposed to be a place that we can talk about behavioral principles, concepts, have fun, start a community, have an open source, and just give more information out there. One of our ethical duties is to disseminate the field. This is one of my attempts at trying to disseminate the field right now. I hope you join in. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you would like to see more of, see less of. Let me know. BehavioralComedy.com. Behaviorcon.com. Bye. Stay safe out there.